Okay, we're going to go over the flooding situation today that happened in a lot of areas, Long Island included. Queens especially hit hard. You can see the slow-moving cold front that triggered all those thunderstorms today, which were slow-moving. There were even some tornado warnings out. You can see the radar. We just have some showers out right now, but we're going to go over. Let's see if we've got some storm reports here, which we're going to first start with here. Here we go. Let's go to these storm reports. So flash flooding reported actually at Shirley, Merchants Middle Island Road. I'm going to go over all these. So here we go. Flash flood reporting at Shirley Airport by flash flood in North Bellport. So Long Island, numerous road closures from Medford to North Bellport. Law enforcement reports multiple roads closed throughout Holbrook due to flooding. So flooding in Bohemia too as well. I know they've been talking about the city a lot, but Long Island was hit hard as well. Oakdale, Bohemia Road was flooded in Oakdale. Reports of several feet of water at the intersection of Locust Avenue and Bourne Boulevard in Sayville. Cars stuck in floodwaters in West Sayville. In Levittown, Chimney Lane and Loring Road flooded. Street flooding with up to a foot of water. Sewers pushing water into the street in Brooklyn. In Little Neck, flood report there. Significant amount of water falling onto a Metro North train in Grand Central. There was flooding in there as well. Flooding on I-278. Flooding on I-295 in Bayside. Flash flooding in Bayside. Bayside hit very hard. There was a lot of flash flooding there. A video showing a street covered in feet of water that is spilling over to the LARR Great Neck train station platform in Russell Gardens. Union in Elizabeth, a flash flood there as well. Flash flood in Bayside with a large truck submerged. Roselle Park, flash flood, another flash flood in Bayside. Summit as well. Flash flood in Fresh Meadows. Flash flood in Union and also in Westfield and Union County, and flash flood up in Montgomery Airport as well with New York 211 flooded. Yeah, really bad situation. We're going to go over these storm reports. I meant these rainfall totals here from the Weather Service. This is at 10:05. And you can see those 3+ inch amounts in Essex County. In Brooklyn, we had amounts of 2.37 in Prospect Park. In Nassau County, Great Neck saw 3.08 inches of rain. Lesser amounts further to the south, but I have a feeling we're going to see higher numbers in some of these. Middletown in Orange County also getting hit hard on nearly 3 inches of rain there. And only one report for Queens, which is kind of surprising. That's what I'm saying. We're missing a lot of spots here. Sayville, 4.54 inches of rain. Islip Airport, 2.85. Shirley Airport, 2.57. Blue Point, 2.47. Patchogue, 2.32. Fair Harbor, 1.91. Farmingdale Airport, 1.56. Islip, 1.46. So lots and lots of rain here being reported, and we're not even at the map yet. I do want to show you a picture of what was happening in Bayside. Now, this is some of the example. You know, this Bell Boulevard and Northern Boulevard with White Castle underwater. Same thing for the Bayside train station. Port Washington branch is still suspended due to that. People had to be rescued. A big mess, and it's still suspended right now. We still have suspension due to flooding. So they're pumping all the water out. There was a lot of rain that fell in that area, and I'm sure that we don't even have any numbers from Bayside on this report. So let's look at this and see if we can get some more rainfall amounts here. And I guess we'll do 12 hours. It's good. So we'll do the 12-hour rainfall amounts. And let's see. Yeah, all right, I'm not believing that 1290, but excuse me. Not believing that. Let's take this out. A minute. So, I'd have some water here. But 3.08 inches in Great Neck. And looks like we've got a lot of rain also here in the Levittown area, over an inch here. The South Shore of Nassau got a little bit less. I do see a 2.30 over there at Point Lookout. The higher amounts happen as we get over to Suffolk County. Things flared up over there. There's your 4.54 in Sayville, 2.47 in Blue Point, 2.85 at Islip Airport. And Ridge looks like got 1.22 inches. Shirley Airport 2.96, though. That is the Pine Barrens. Parts of the Pine Barrens got a good soaking. Parts, because look at West Hampton, only 0.11. Kind of fell apart as it got out that way, I guess. The East End really got nothing, barely anything. So it kind of fell apart. And then as we make our way into Manhattan, you can see Central Park only 0.21. So not everybody got hit hard. Some areas got hit hard, some areas didn't. It was very patchy. There's a 2.70 over Staten Island. We go over Jersey next. And you can see some of the higher amounts here in Livingston, Montclair, they're around there, 3.20, 3.20 in near Bridgewater, looks like. Part of Bridgewater, but then you go south and it's less. So it's really hit or miss. Some areas around Cheesequake, 2 inches. And the Toms River itself, 1.23. But look at that, nearly nothing at the airport. So the airport got nothing, but Toms River got 1.23 inches, 1.22 at Seaside, and we still looks like we still got a it looks like a flash flood warning in this area here. It looks like Atlantic City in this area also dealing with. They've also had some heavy rain, so we're gonna go. Also showing you the rainfall amounts on Wonder Map. You can see some areas got not that much in Mineola. But as you go up toward Great Neck, you see some of these higher amounts here, 3.21, 4 inches near Lake Success. 8.5, I don't know if I'm buying that 8.44 by Bayside, but you never know. This is the area that got hit very, very hard. That's showing a foot of rain here. 13.1. I don't know if if that verifies to be accurate. That's insane. You can see highly variable depending on where you are. Report, 2 inches here. It's interesting. Merritt got 2 inches, but some of these areas in Belmore got less, depending on where you were. Just a big variability. Big variability. Northwest Suffolk didn't get that much, but as you head toward the South Shore, Islip in particular, let's see Babylon. Babylon, nothing terrible there, 0.75, nothing crazy. A little more north there, 1.18, but as you head toward Islip, you can see the higher 1+ inch amounts. And then Sayville, especially Sayville, 3 inch amounts here. Patchogue, 2 points, so this area got hit hard. Also up Nichols Road here, Holtzville, 1 inch plus amounts, 2 inch amounts here around Selden, Center Reach, 2 inch amounts, 2.61 around, looks like Middle Quorum, Ridge seeing 1.77, but you go north toward Rocky Point, 1.32 up there, and then heading south again, seeing 4.19 near the airport here. So this is an area that was hit very hard. This whole stretch here between Shirley and Islip hit very hard, and then as you head east of there, it gets less, and gets a little less. Though still seeing some 1 inch amounts here, Riverhead, and then barely anything as you get toward the Hamptons. And look at, and I'll just briefly go over the highs. It's not really, the temperatures have really dropped. Today was not that hot today. Just go over the heat for a moment here. We got to the mid-80s on Long Island. There was sunshine if you were in Jersey. Got a little hot if you were in Toms River. It's like that. You were above 90. You got in the 90s for a fourth day. But for most of us, we were in the 80s. But a big difference now. All this is from the cold front. So you can see the temperature has dropped to 66 degrees with the dew point of 64. Actually, Islip did show 90 today. So hold on a second. That cannot be right. Yeah, it actually did hit 90 today. Okay, I take it back. We actually got pretty hot here on Long Island for a little bit. It briefly shot up to 90 at Islip for a little bit, and it was pretty hot, I guess. And then when the storm started popping up, you see here's the frontal patch. Look how the temperatures just dropped. 70s down through the 60s, east northeast winds. Definitely with all that moisture in the air and all that heat, that's what triggered all this. So we're gonna go rewind the radar, show you what happened. And things will start to pop around 2 o'clock. You can see here that as we move things, I have video, so you'll see in the video. I'm not going to show any of the pictures because I've got a video to show you, but you can see here that you can see that first cell that was popping up along the North Shore, and I was looking at that for a little bit, and then what wound up happening is as I was traveling toward the South Shore, that cell kind of just blew up. Not much lightning, but a lot of heavy rain across much of Nassau County, and then this started moving toward the south shore and really just slowly moved. Here we are it rained for a long time on the south shore for like hours. And you can see that heavy rain over Sayville, making it way over Suffolk County, Shirley. You can see there, really, you can see how slow. Look at that. Still, we're at 6:30. It still hasn't moved away yet. So very slow moving. That's the thing with these fronts. We don't have normal cold fronts anymore. They always crawl through when we get these flash floods. Let's go to the AccuWeather radar. Give us a better view of this here. So you can see more rain coming. So we're still not done with the rain yet. We're not done with it. Here's your front again. See how slow it's moving through. But it is slowly moving away. Go to the... but I do see a lot of smoke back here. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a problem for this weekend. We're going to talk a little more about that tomorrow night because I have to talk about all the flooding, and that's taking up a lot of time. I also want to go to the rivers and lakes too, which I didn't do yet. So let's do that if I can find it. Let's see if we have any rivers that are at flood stage. I don't see any, fortunately. So that's good. All right, so we don't have any river flooding from this. If there's any good news on all of this, I guess. But still, very wet day. If we go to the climatological report, I'm sure that might have been a record report because of the rain. No, that was yesterday's record report for the high. Okay, well, let's just go to the Islip climatological report here. They have 89 for a high, and of course this was taken. Of course, this was taken before the rain, so can't really use that. So let's just briefly go over the weather for tomorrow. This is going to be slowly moving away to the south. Go to the European here. So slowly moves away to the south, though we still could get some more rain overnight. Probably not of the flash flooding variety. And then this high pressure slowly moves into the area starting tomorrow. Most of the day tomorrow should be dry, maybe some sunshine. You can see that really nice high pressure that will be with us through the weekend. The only question is, of course, is the smoke. But we will have fair weather, and we will have comfortable air. We'll go to the HRRR here. You'll see what I mean. The dew points coming down tonight. They're already coming down. Tomorrow, they'll be in the low 60s and upper 50s. And then as you get to Saturday, we start seeing maybe even lower dew points here. Dew points possibly dropping into the 40s and 50s perhaps with an northeast wind. Eventually, though, shifting a little more to the south later on. So, again, because it's the push of air again, well, I'm going to talk more about that tomorrow night. But the temperatures tomorrow will be very cool. Tonight, dropping into the 60s, even the alleys in the 60s tomorrow. We're going to struggle to the low 70s. And then temperatures will drop tomorrow night. It should be a nice cool night. Lows in the upper, you might even have 50s in the cooler areas. You might be able to open your window tomorrow night. Not here, though. And then for Saturday, we recover back into the upper 70s and low 80s. We'll go look at the skies as far as clouds go. Briefly, so you'll see here tomorrow we're going to have breaks of sunshine, especially to the afternoon, clearing out by Saturday. And Saturday we should have mostly sunny skies. Sunday we may have some cirrus around. That's as far as clouds go. But let's go and look at the smoke model. We'll go to the 18Z HRRR. We'll do the vertically integrated smoke. And let's see. So there is some cleaner air here, but the question is, all right, this is tomorrow. It is showing some smoke trying to come in. So it looks like there'll be a break. It looks like Saturday we won't deal with the smoke, but we may eventually have to deal with it later on in the weekend. But anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm exhausted between everything, between the heat and this crazy flash flooding weather. And I have more videos to show you after the storms, the storm clouds today. Have a good night.